It's week 4 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Elks and the Antlers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Buenos Aires club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sense that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Bennett now to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Here's Herbert. That's dumped off to Pollard. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Brown goes in motion left. Herbert just beat the play clock. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This will be caught by Brown. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off play action. Here's Bennett. In trouble, and he's taken down. Miles Murphy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Bennett now off play action. A short one here, caught by McBride. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a toss right side with White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, you look at this defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. White's numbers from a week ago. 9 carries, 69 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Bennett. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
To throw is Bennett. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They complete it to Hill. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 24 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The slot man in motion right. And that flag accepted. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bennett. Under pressure, and down he goes. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Agnew now to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's Herbert. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they just did not get the snap away in time. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Now he'll escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. Shoves him away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Bennett now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. A short one here, caught by McBride. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bennett looking to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Bennett here out of the shotgun. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bennett working from the gun. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but
oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Herbert now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, Pollard. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown! Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Antlers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Antlers offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
This is caught by Addison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Quickly to Addison here. Fights loose. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They go with White on the counter. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he's stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down. They give to White on the option. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The tight end in motion right. Back to throw, Bennett. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zaven Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Out of the gun, Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Steps away. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss. Bennett. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 3rd and 12. Bennett now to throw. This is White on the screen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Pulled in at the 24. 44-yard punt, return of 9. The Antlers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters block sprinter, get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
In motion, the tight end. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's Herbert. "23 yards on the tuck and run."
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Antlers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the shotgun, here's Bennett. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone, probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. It's Bennett going to have another throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Bennett here out of the shotgun. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Here's Bennett. That one complete to Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Bennett. That's complete to White. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bennett looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Herbert. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass complete to Addison. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a give here to Pollard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Pollard again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Antlers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Now Bennett. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Bennett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. Did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Buenos Aires, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.